I am pretty sick, as you might can hear in my voice. So this episode will be a little bit different. I will try to record everything and then I will just make a voiceover when I'm healthier again, because that doesn't make sense. But in this episode we will do a bunch of progress. We will do the front side of the main base, and then we will do some other little projects like filling up the lucky boxes and stuff from the shopping district over there. But I guess let's dive right into the episode right now. Hello, here is Healthy Future Babs. At first I saw 2 chests at my base, and so I checked them out. And it seems that Cheese took some cactus from my farm, so I got some diamonds from there, and then Fivo paid his bone block supply from the last episode where he ordered a full shulker box of bone blocks. So here we are getting a bunch of diamonds. Next off, I flew over to the shopping district, and then I saw that Q, my lovely American friend, finished the terraforming of my mud shop. I mean, look at that. Just look at that. And over here, ha, that's fantastic. So thank you, Q, for your services. You did a really good job at it. And even though I just gave you the job to make it good, and I guess you delivered, so well done. I checked the profits of the mud shop and I haven't sold anything. But I sold a bunch of bones and gunpowder over at my mob drop shop, so that's okay for me. I also checked the music store shop and it seems that only Cheese got some bits in there, so I grabbed the music discs, which I will deliver to Cheese in some minutes. Before that, I went to the new farmer market area and looked around the goods and decided that I want to buy a bunch of flowers, especially the new ones, as I will need them to make some terraforming projects, looking kinda polished at the end. Anyway, finally I went to Cheese and left her a message with the music discs and the price she needs to pay for them, as they weren't really easy to make. After that, I went back to my base and I saw a message from Q, so I assume that this is the pricing for the terraforming service that he has done at my mud shop, so let's see what he wants. If you want to read all of that, you can just press the pause button, but in short, I need to pay 50 diamonds and I need to have 1 hour of tea time with Q. I already have an idea in mind for that. Let's see what I will do in the future, but in the meantime I grabbed my copper out of my chest monster and placed it on the ground so it gets into weathered copper, as I need those for my next build on this Minecraft SMP. As you may know, my plan is to make a fully custom-made mountain where I will have a bunch of different building styles around the cliffs of this mountain. I can't wait to see what I will do with this area over time, but for now I need to focus on the next area, which will be the entrance of the mega base. But first, I think I want to do the tea party thing. My plan is to build up a little island next to Q's base just to give him a little surprise for his hard work. I found the perfect spot of land, so I immediately started to get rid of all of the trees in this area to be able to build something on this island. Now that all the trees are gone, it's time to get into building mode. But first things first, I need to make a bit of terraforming so I can build up the building from there, and I needed to place some torches to prevent the mobs from spawning. After that, I started to lay out the outline of the building by using oak, and then I placed cut sandstone and sandstone as the walls of this building. Shape-wise, I went for a classic L shape, as I think it will fit in with the vibe I'm going for. I got in some arches and windows as well, and then I started to design the roof. As I wanted to have a round shape, I used some deep state slabs and stairs for the roof. Now it's just time to get in some flowers and bone meal the ground a good amount of time to make this building blend into the environment. I also added a little garden area to this building so it gets something interesting on the side. I think you will be really happy with it, but I still need to do the interior, of course. Alright, as you can see, the building is finished now, and I think it's very beautiful with all of the grass, all of the, new flowers that are added to the game with the garden area. And I think the build itself, I never used 3D sandstone as walls, but I kinda get to like the blocks. Anyway, let's look into the interior, because that is already done. I think it's beautiful, some shelves around here, some storage, and obviously the tea. So in the next time we meet each other, we can get over to the little seats, drink some tea together and spend some good time, right? Oh, I really love this little island that I got over here. But anyway, now it is time to get back to our base, because we need to work on some stuff over there, right? We need to do some progression at over our little dream base. So let's go over there. I guess now it's time to fill up the lucky box shop over at the shopping district, but obviously you won't see what's inside, because otherwise I would spoil the other members on which kind of boxes I will have. So I guess now it's time to gather up all of the resources, all of the shulker boxes, and then I will fill up the shop. So I guess we will meet us in the shop. let's go. As you can see, the light is on, so that means the lucky boxes is filled up again. And now what I will do is to get a discount done, so it's not 15 diamonds, it's now 12 diamonds per draw. So I guess I will let them know in the Discord, and now I guess it's time to work on the base. But I have to say, those are really good boxes. I'm really making loss by doing those, but I think it's a good thing for the community. Anyway, let's go to our base and make some progress. So I went to my base and started working on the front of my base. I think this time you will see a pretty long time lapse, as this front side alone took me like 5 or 6 hours to do. So get some popcorn and enjoy the rest of this time lapse. Now, just look at the area we have created in the time-lapse. It's so nice to see this build coming together each episode. I think we have done a huge progress till now. We have now the full front side. I mean, obviously, we still need to do some steps here and there. And obviously, the places, the cliffs are still empty, so we need to figure some stuff out. But I think that's still baffling me. Like, I'm not good at terraforming. Still, I'm able to do such things. So just as a reminder for everyone, just try it out. And I think over time, you can create everything you want. Anyway, I think now let's get some work done and let's make some houses or anything on those empty cliffs. I started this project by building some custom trees out of birch leaves and oak logs, and then I started to build the new house. This time I wanted to go for more brighter builds, so I used birch and sandstone as the walls and acacia and copper as contrast. It's a pretty simple build, but I still think it's a unique style. But let's meet up after this time lapse, because we have some more stuff to do in this episode. Alright, I'm finally healthy enough to get some live commentary in. I mean, I'm not healthy as you might hear, but like I'm able to record again. So let's see over what we've got over here. We have got the next area that we wanted to build on the mountain. I think it's a pretty cool one. I wanted to have some whiteness in it, some lighter tones with the birch wood and the diorite, and then some brown bits with the acacia logs. And you know, normally the roof, when we look in the FreeCam mod, the roof should be all oxidized, but I was impatient, so I will need to wait for it to weather up. We've got a chimney over here with the red sand. I never used it actually, but I think it's a cool addition. And we've got the custom-made trees over here, just some basic ones, but I think they fit in the area really, really well. And then obviously I bone mealed the ground and stuff, and I think it just is so pretty. It makes you really happy just to look at this area. And this area, actually, I have planned something for the future. You will see it maybe in the next couple episodes. But overall, if we look in the FreeCam, it's so beautiful to see that the base is finally coming together. Anyway, what I want to do now is actually something different, because I need more resources in the future. And I think what I will do is to get to my farm area over here, and I will build up a wool farm for every wool color, because I think in the future I will need some wool. I will just, you know, make basic ones, but I guess that's what I'm gonna do now. So let's get some sheeps. Alright, let's check our chests if we have some leads, so we can lead some sheeps into the farm that we will build up. But for that I will need to breed up some sheeps, obviously, and I don't think I have any leaps on me. Yeah, I think I need to find a way to get leads, and I think I will just move to Cheese and see if she got some. Oh, I have two! Oh, never mind, I have two. I think I got a wandering trader at some point. But I think over here are some sheeps, right? Yeah, you're the spawning sheeps, and I think you will come with me. Come on over here, sir. Yeah. You will be the foundation of our farm. So come on. Did you already lost your lead? Where is it? Sheep? You're confusing me. Come on. Now. This edge. Come on over here, sheep. Now I lost the other one. No. Okay. They are both here. So just come on over with me on this side. You will have a fantastic life. You can breed up the whole time. You get sheared every second. It will be fantastic. You will never be, you know, it will never be too warm for you. Come on. Aren't leads as good anymore? Did they change something? So I kind of have the feeling they lose the leads way more often than I remember them to be. Anyway, we just need to get them over here. Come on, you could do it. Yeah, that will work, right? Yeah, you could do it. Okay. So now let's go over here and don't go into the water. That would be fatal. Yeah, nice. The question is, do I want to build up the sheep farms over here, or do I want to build up the sheep farms over at my industrial district? Let me think. Maybe this could be a cool location for the sheep farms. I mean, obviously this whole area and the area over there will be farm related, so I don't really care if I build it up here or down there. At some point I will build a storage system for all the farms, so it will be in one spot and I don't need to visit the farms besides, you know, refilling the shears or anything in that sense. I think now it's the time to get rid of the beacon over here because it's not working anymore, and then I guess I will start up breeding the sheeps, and I guess you will see us in the time lapse where I build up the sheep farm, because breeding animals isn't that fun to watch, I assume. Alright, as you can see, I have finished up the sheep farm, and I just can show you really quick how it works. It's a simple one. I've just got in all of the sheeps with all of the different colors of the wools, and there is a observer detecting the grass, and if the sheeps are eating the grass, there gets an impulse. There gets a signal through this block to the redstone dust over here, which will power up the dispenser, and there are sheep, so the sheep will get sheared. So then you get the wool on the ground, and then the hopper minecart over here is picking them up. So it's a pretty simple setup. This is just an unloading system, and as you can see, it's working fantastically. We have a bunch of wool now. So in case we need some wool, we always have those. Those are some backup sheeps. Just in case I accidentally kill some sheep, that could be happen. I think that is enough for this episode. I hope you don't mind the AC in the background of my voice every time, but it's way too hot over here. And without, I can't make videos. It's way too hot over here. Anyway, I hope you understand. I hope you liked this episode, even though it's a little bit chaotic and a lot of voiceovers and stuff. But that's just what you gotta do when you are sick. Anyway, let's meet us again in 2 weeks, because this is my upload schedule. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.